Hi, it's Tiffany. Thanks so much for stopping by today to learn a little bit about organizing your templates. Templates are really cool and they're lots of fun to work with, but for many people, they provide a challenge for storage and organization. Well, I'm here to help you with that today. Templates really are no different than anything else that we use. When we think about that 4-section system, you just need to figure out a way to work those templates into the 4-section system. Super simple with obvious things like alphabet templates, right? So you may have a big 12 by 12 alphabet template. Let me put a piece of paper behind this so you can kind of see. So this is just a 12 by 12 alphabet template. All I did was slide it into a supersized single page, and now I can put it right into my alphanumeric section. It's very generic, nothing specific, but really easy to just put it in that page and add it to my 4-section system. So alphanumeric templates, find a way to work those into your alphabet and number section. These are more alphabet templates. These are, I think they're like 3 inches each one of them, and they came in a set. I actually think I bought them for fabric, which is another important thing. It doesn't matter what the template is designed for. If you incorporate it into your 4-section system, whether you're doing a fabric project, a mixed media project, a card or scrapbook page, those things are all going to work together for you and you're going to get a higher and better use out of all those supplies. But what I did, you can see in the front where the little alphabets are, I just took the packaging and I cut out each of the templates, or each of what the templates look like. And so this pocket has A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, and then I know which stencils are in each pocket. Super simple, so I can take out exactly the letters that I need. But a really easy way to store an entire alphabet full of templates. And they're kind of hard to see because they're clear. So that's why I put the, let me pull one out here. So like you can see this is the letter A. That's why I put the colored paper behind so I could see them a little bit better. But really easy. I've got an entire alphabet of 3-inch stencils right here in my perfect 6-page, and then that page is just going to go right again into my alphanumeric section. So no matter what kind of project I'm working on, maybe my kids are making a poster for a school project, when they need alphabets, they know what section to go to. So in that folder, they're going to find those 3-inch templates and be able to actually use them. So a great way to store all kinds of things like that. Then you've also got templates that are kind of generic. Let me get my paper up here again, right? So this has all kinds of cool little things on it. Arrows and chevrons and a big star and a bullseye. What do you do with that? Well, this is really generic. It could work on so many different places. So again, take that 12 by 12 template, slip it into a supersized single storage page, and put it into your shapes section. So if you don't have a shapes section, I would strongly encourage you to get one started, especially if you use a lot of templates. And I just have the shapes section right in my themes A to Z. It's under S. There's all kinds of goodies in there, examples of punches that might be round or square or whatever. So if I'm looking for something that's a generic shape, I know where to go. This doesn't bring up anything for me in my little brain, so that's where it's going to go, in that shape section. Now there's other templates that are also shapes, but also kind of specific. So this little template is all hearts. Now you may put all your hearts in your shapes section, right? You could certainly do that. But for me, I put all my hearts in Valentine's Day. Why do I do that? Because hearts are obviously shaped and they obviously will work on a number of different projects, right? Well, I want to put things where my brain is always going to look for them. So if I put this, if I had put this hearts pattern in my shape section, when I'm working on something for Valentine's Day, I might not think to go look in shapes. I might just assume all my hearts are right there in Valentine's Day, right? So I won't go look in hearts. But if I'm doing some other kind of project, maybe it's a baby page or I love ice cream or whatever it is, and I think I need a heart, I am going to look, my brain is going to say, oh, Valentine's Day is where hearts would be, go look there. So however your brain works, that's where you want to store things like this that might fit a specific category, but might function for other things too. So if your brain says hearts are a shape, put it in shapes. If your brain thinks Valentine's Day, when you think heart, put it in Valentine's Day or in February, that section of your 4-section system. Super easy. Now, you can, some of the templates have a 3-hole punch on them, and you can just clip them onto a binder, That's how I used to do it. Or I used to find a way to 3-hole punch some of them that didn't have it, or I'd add a ring binder insert strip. But the problem with that is if you want to use the template, then you have to take the binder off your scrap rack, open it up, and take that template off. But if you just slide your templates into your storage pages, then it's going to be a lot easier to actually pull them out when you need them and put them away. You don't have to take the binder off your rack. Templates come in all kinds of shapes and sizes, right? So this is actually a brass stencil of butterflies and then a butterfly stencil as well. So again, when I think butterflies, I think spring. So that's where this is going to go for me in my spring section. You may think butterflies and think animals, and that's where it would go for you. But I'm able to put all my different stencils and templates together in one place, and then when I'm flipping through that spring section, I'm going to see them. They're going to pop up for me, and I'm actually going to use them. This is just another example. This is the Fabulous 4 page. So we've seen the Fabulous 4 page, we've seen the Super Size Single page, and then we've also seen the Perfect 6 page as great ways to store your templates. But in this Fabulous 4 page, this would be in my Shapes section. And I have a little subsection, Borders and Backgrounds, and these all tend to fit in that Borders and Backgrounds section. But because they're in the Templates area, I'm going to be able to flip through, and because they're in the Shapes area, I'm going to be able to flip through easily and see all the different choices that I've got. If it's visible and it's easy to get to, you're far more likely to actually use it. So by incorporating those templates into your Shape section or into a Theme section, they're going to pop up for you and you're going to use them. Okay, now here's one more example. So these are all animal templates, right? So this would definitely go in my animal section, right? They're just owl, ladybug. They're just super cute. Now, you might also, when you think of this, depending on why you bought it. Now, remember, as we talk about shopping with intention, if you bought these templates to use with your baby girl pages or something else that's specific, you want to put them where you're going to use them at least the first time, right? So if you bought them for baby girl specific pages in mind, put them in with that baby girl stuff, and then after you use them, then you can move them over to the more generic animal section. But if you've shopped with intention and you had a reason for purchasing those, then you want to put them with those items so that you'll actually use them. So all kinds of cool templates out there. And you can use templates for sewing or quilting or scrapbooking or card making or any of those things and incorporate them all together into that 4-section system, because it doesn't really matter what kind of project you're doing. If you're looking for alphabets or an alphabet stencil, you can keep all your alphabets together, and then whether you're quilting or scrapbooking, you can go right to that section and find what you need. Finally, using our this is the 4x1, right? So it's got 4 pockets on the front, and they're all different pocket configurations. One big 12x12 pocket on the back. This is a great page for storing your Kiwi Lane templates. One of the nice things about this is when I bought the Kiwi Lane templates, they came in a collection with the different sizes and different shapes. I could put them all in one page, and on the back pocket, I could put all the instructions that came with them, right? Or if I had an example that I had printed from the internet of how to use Kiwi Lane, or pulled out of a magazine how to use Kiwi Lane, I could put that example right in there. And then as I'm going through looking for the perfect border template or the perfect layering template in my shape section, that's going to pop up, and I'm also going to have the examples. So a great way to store your Kiwi Lane templates as well if you're someone who loves Kiwi Lane. And if you haven't tried them, you're going to be in love with them after you try them. You can create amazing pages and cards in super fast, and they just look amazing. So Kiwi Lane templates, again, perfect place for storing those. So one other little thing I just want to remind you of, I know it's kind of hard to see in your in the video here, but this is an example of a stencil that was used at the bottom of a scrapbook page. It happens to be the Seattle skyline, which is the part of the world that I live in. I didn't really care that it was this Seattle skyline, but what I thought was really cool was that whoever did this layout took heavy twine and they stitched around that stencil where it had been sprayed. And so it just gave this more textured dimensional look, and I thought that was a really cool thing to do around the edge of a stencil. So I pulled out the layout, and then I put a little sticky note on it that just says stitch around the stencil. Cool. Now I remember why I pulled this out of the magazine, right? Sometimes we pull out ideas and then you look at it and you go, boy, that's, you know, not something I would ever do. Why did I pull that out? So if you leave a little note to yourself about why you pulled it out, then you're far more likely to actually use that information. But the nice thing about this is I can just go to any one of my stencil pages. I'm just going to slip this in on the back side of this just to show you. And then now I've got that stencil idea right in the pocket as well, right? So I've got all my stencils and the ideas to use with my stencils all in one place. So there's a far greater chance that I'm actually going to get to use that stencil or that template with that idea because they're all together. So just a little tip for keeping those ideas together. If you spend any time at all looking at magazines or surfing ideas on the internet, you know, it's so easy to forget those. So try to incorporate them all in to your 4-section system some way so that you actually see them. Well, that's it for today. I hope you found this little video very helpful. As always, you can contact us via email, customerservice@thescraprack.com. You're welcome to call us, 866-226-1311, if you have questions. Thanks for stopping by to learn a little bit about template storage and organization. I hope you have a great day.